swingy enough. Like the advantage not big enough that you can't, like a few mistakes and you get outplayed, and then the lane is even, or you're even losing. It's like this Furion versus Morphling, right? It can be horrendous for Morphling, but if you mess up a little bit, then you let him get a few waves for free, like you'll start waveforming on top of you and be the one pressure. Then the game is completely different.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's also interesting, you see this ward they got out there. Like he just ran up and placed it, even though T1 were smoked. I guess it won't make a big difference, but
speaking of wards, T1 committing both of their wards, their first two in the shop to kind of the top lane area, checking for stacks in the jungle, and then of course making sure that they can defend what might be their own stacks that they'll end up getting.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at Ramses here. I don't know. It seems like, yeah, both teams understand that they don't want the Morphling versus Furion matchups. So you can see. Oh, that's why they both got these wards out. So they'll see each other on these wards now. Let's see what Ramses does, if he commits or... Yeah. Yeah, he sees the Furion running top there. Now he goes back. But they see them.
Yeah, but they see them too.
They're both just watching each other, turning back and forth.
Meanwhile, Thompson not too interested in playing musical lanes. He's, of course, securing range creeps and basically almost the entire first wave. 3-0, so good job for him. Only two heroes showing bottom is Ana and Yamich. So if this continues for too long for musical lanes, then I think T1 are going to be heavily favored. Seems like EM's going to commit to top, and Ramsey's slowly walking down bottom. Cuckoo is going to be here to meet him, however.
This is two heroes that don't like doing this. Both Fury and the Morphling, they really just want to be in their lane. He's gonna jungle here.
Sorry.
Oh, why not? There's 3 T1 heroes currently down bottom, getting the job done. Ramsey's already taken her ass from Whitemon. As Yamich did pretty decently here. 3-2 versus the Slark in the first couple of waves in their 1v1. Yep. He held his own there quite nicely.
Yeah, if you look at Slark is only not even level 2 yet.
Gonna make the TP and head into this top lane.
Oh, Morphling TPing top, there we go. And now they can get the lanes they want.
There it is. Ana committing the TP first, didn't want to waste any time playing musical lanes. His first wave of quote-unquote uncontested farm without the carry in the lane didn't go so well for him. But we'll see now if he ends up making another change here.
Oh, look mid. Oh, okay.
Thompson.
PK?
Yeah. Maybe in trouble. They need one more auto attack. Sleight of Fist on cooldown for 6 more seconds. The water runes, the bottle delivered last second here as well, actually, is going to deny GPK the opportunity for first blood.
I think GPK is going 2 points in Searing Chain. Yeah, he's definitely played this matchup before.
Thompson, though, is going to be more or less on bottle. I mean, he gets both bottle refills, slightly interrupted, but he'll actually find himself here in pretty good HP. And so good enough that he's actually going to trample up to the high ground. Bottle delivered for GPK, though, means that this skill's a bit too difficult.
I'm just looking around. Like, every lane is like, oh,
whoa,
God,
that was fast. Sorry to cut you off there, but a quick little adaptive strike into a soul rip and decay, and they burst right through Ana.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say every lane is really aggressive. Like everyone is auto-attacking each other. So like these type of fast kills can happen in any of these lanes.
And through it all, Cuckoo CSing very nicely as well in the side lanes. He did get a couple of jungle creeps early to start off this match, but now he's chugging along pretty nice versus this Doom. And as well continuing to be aggressive as he'll actually go ahead and steal the Radiance Bounty Rune for his refill. Top, Ramses just playing this one on edge. The 1 point here in attribute shift and now adaptive strike. So he doesn't have waveform if he does get gone on, but neither does Hakoda, as he's just going to get right clicked down by Zephyr.
Yeah, he was trying to deny himself to the creeps, but quite managed.
Uh-oh. Here they go. Onto Ramses, the 1 point in the shift as he's almost maxed out in the strength. Still has a Fairy Fire, slowed by the Venomous Gale. Ana will give chase. And it's going to have to be the right clicks alone that get it done, and it's going to be the kill for Zephyr.
Yeah, I mean, Zephyr's happy right now. Unfortunately, Ana lost like 4 creeps under tower there. But, I mean, he's still doing fine.
Yep.
You take that.
And he's maybe lost those 4 creeps, but picked up his first stack of permanent agility, as now he's got the S and shift operating.
Yeah. I don't think this lane is easy for Morphling and Undying. Okay, they keep going.
Yeah, Tombstone is committed, and not really too concerned with it yet. As a couple of zombies trailing him. Coda, not enough mana here for the kill or move speed even with the Venomous Scale applied. Thompson's doing a good job here. He's always lining himself up mid lane to make sure that whenever he does trample, he's committing for the range creep as well as always harassing the Ember Spirit. So nice 2-for-1 there.
Yeah, it's very. I haven't seen him do this build before, like skipping uproar completely. Quite interesting.
Looking to actually move top. This is a level 5 gank, and he's going to find Hakoda with only a mango and brown boots. No, it seems like his sets are side. There he goes. Okay, he's going to commit for Hakoda then with the trample. Lots of HP here on the Undying, and it's not going to be enough. Thompson, with that last auto attack, reaches over and claim the kill.
Yep. Kuku seems very experienced. Like the thing they changed with Furion, right, is they improved his base attack time, which means that, yeah, I mean, you just blast it way better. And it's already a strong blast. Oh, yeah, Ramses. Oh, Ramses again.
Wow. That's a difficult lane for him. I'm not sure. I was about to say he did get this Morbid Mask delivered. I wondered if that was going to make a big difference in terms of him being able to sustain himself in this lane. But 2v1, Zephyr and Ana are just really starting to snowball a bit in this lane.
Yeah. Oh, if you hover over that waveform, like you're barely... You think you can escape, but you're barely moving. Like when you're Galed, you're still so slow, so... Going anywhere.
And T1, they're not really looking to let up the aggression here anytime soon. They plant down a pretty deep observer in lane to scout any TPs. A bit more vision. Yamich beginning to stack in the triangle. Will likely be, of course, for the Ember to take.
Yeah, I mean, T1 should definitely be happy. Oh, here they go.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he might.
Focus here. No. From off screen, enters Thompson. Can he get this enough damage in onto Ramses? The shift trait's not nearly going to support him enough. Thompson as well can easily tank through tower. That's the second time he's ganked here, only on level 5. Almost now enough for that pulverize, but 2 rotations and 2 kills for Thompson.
Yeah, it's very well played. Because what happened, like, GPK didn't have TP there because he TP'd home to heal up. I don't know if they knew that, but that stopped any counter aggression. Here they go again.
Yeah, and that's an easy kill then onto Yamich. Keeps himself alive a little bit longer there in the Shadow Realm, but that AoE damage is going to absolutely destroy him. 1-6 now. We'll see if GPK can get anything done now as he's going to rotate with his first point in Remnants and eventually right-click down Zephyr.
And they're hitting Doom right here.
Yeah, they are.
Killing him.
Nice Sprout here is going to end up blocking DM, and he will perish. Nice little Thunder Strike there to ensure that they have vision for the kill. Ramses is level 3, by the way, mid lane. He's being literally slammed against the ground by Thompson. Very, very good animation work on this new hero.
GPK killing Ana up top.
He's going to pounce, but it was a pounce ultimately to try and escape. GPK rewarded with a second kill after he lingers in the top lane. Patience will prevail.
Yeah. A lot of killing going on. Oh, maybe he'll go back to Doom one? Yep.
That's never that's never something that feels too good there for DM. You only make that mistake once though, and now they know Glimpse is on cooldown. So in comes GPK. He's alone.
Yeah, he just tried to defend, but I think this tower is going to go down here.
And Thompson's actually meandering on over from the mid lane as well. GPK has a Remnant back in the mid lane. See here, Thompson moving in, has pulverized. GPK is going to Remnant away in time. He's not taking any chances.
Oh, this is a really good tower to get to. Kuku is almost level 6 as well. 3.5 kit. Yeah, he's super happy right now. Can't ask for a better game. It's a Furion.
Yeah, Ana is kind of being a bit neglected by T1 as it currently stands. Their objectives forced around elsewhere on the map as we see Thompson go right back on mid onto Ramses. Still level 4, but finally at least 2 points make that an attribute shift. Didn't get the shift off here. God. Oh, is he dead? No, okay, he gets the waveform away. Whew. 3 stick charges as well. I think he was probably okay.
Yeah, he was fine, but it's still scary.
Thompson, he's still, you know, in the air. He might make another play at it. Trample, or onslaught, pardon me, ready to go again, but underneath a ward. It's going to be a bit difficult for him to really get the surprise.
Yeah, and now it's, Furion ulti. Spooky being a Morphling this game.
3 ult sets, there he goes. Thompson again, just securing CS, pushes the entire wave under tower. But meanwhile, top lane, GPK, he's going to leave a Remnant top. Ana as well, not moving into the jungle quite yet. Probably would like this Falcon Blade for the mana regeneration so he can actually farm with the Dark Pack. But here comes GPK. Ana's going to navigate the Bramble Maze successfully. And that means they probably can't connect a kill onto him here.
Yeah, at this point in the game for VP, it's quite... it's really hard to kill anyone. Especially Ana. Like, he can just press... If things go bad, he just presses Shadow Dance and... You don't have any stuns. You don't have any AoE damage.
It's a bit lacking. I'm not really sure if like the Willow can get in there with a Bedlam to really get the job done. I'm not sure how realistic that is against the Slark, but it is fairly limited. Definitely agree with you there.
Yeah, no, right now they need levels. They need level 6 on their Dark Willow, they need 6 on Undying. And like Doom is not gonna run and gank, you know? He wants his Midas. I'll sit down here.
And he's to receive a little bit of support as VP supports are smoked up and making their way down bottom, but Cuckoo reads the map well and is going to TP away. He was out of mana anyhow. He's going to hold and TP back out to another lane and continue pushing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They'll try their best. But when you're level 5 Dark Willow, level 5 Undying, it's you're not a tiny with a Blink Dagger, you know? It's not that easy to catch people.
For sure. Now T1 Invisorin for Thompson. He's going to appear out of nowhere to pulverize and now kill Yamich. Hakoda as well is being literally ran down by Thompson. A couple of auto attacks, trying to deny himself, but the creeps aggroed to Primal Beast and not the Undying. It's 2 more kills for Thompson.
Yeah. So far T1 has played this almost perfectly, I'd say.
BK he's still finding farm here on the Ember Spirit. Looks like he wants BKB. So he's at least not being shut out of this game too hard, but he's just obviously not finding the same amount of impact as Thompson is.
Yeah, no, man, he has no heroes to, like, I don't know. It's just hard for him to do anything. Like, the Morphling just wants to hide. Like, he doesn't want to show. He just wants to farm anywhere he can. And the Doom is like, yeah, if you click him, he basically has starting items plus a Midas. So it's not that easy to make plays with him. But right now, they hit level 6 on Dark Willow, and Undying is level 3 Tombstone, so if they group up, they can possibly do stuff together.
Okay. So yeah, I suspect VP might be more willing to use that a bit defensively if T1 go diving, say, here into the triangle, for example. They might be tempted to do so now after they've claimed the tier 1 mid. They're starting to really close and shut VP out of the map. The prediction game out from Thompson is going to force Yamich to pump fake the Terrorize, but just getting into the head there of Ramses.
Yeah, no, they're under so much pressure.
This is where I always really like watching these, no pun intended, tier 1 teams play, right? They're just going to sit on this side of the map and continue to apply pressure to VP, really limit what kind of farm they're
going for a kill bottom at the same time here. Ana rotated. I think he can TP out now though in this punish.
Yeah, he's away. In the meantime, there's a smoke play towards the mid lane as well, where they've caught Zephyr pretty far behind enemy lines. He runs into 2 Brambles, which isn't going to really help his case. Does get off a Venomous Gale. It seems like that'll be a kill here for GPK. Whitemon, oh, he tried for a solo kill top on Ramses here. That was a bit cheeky. Their T1's really feeling themselves, huh?
Might as well go for it. I mean, if you catch him there, you can get the Fury and TPing in.
Oh yeah, definitely. No,
actually, he didn't have
little
TP,
risk.
so that was just a pure solo kill. No TP ready on Fury.
Oh, the damage with the haste reactive now for Thompson. Hakoda, he's in a lot of trouble here, but he is going to manage to heal himself up just a bit more, but had to pop Flesh Golem just for that extra HP to make sure he didn't die.
Yeah. No, very, like, you're standing under your tier 2 tower and you're still scared. Like, one hero is almost killing you all. At least now Ramses is kind of farming on the side. And the Doom has completed his Midas, so the comeback train has started.
Yeah, and there's a Terrorize now on the top, so that'll leave him with very little HP. Bedlam, not enough. Good Venomous Gale from Zephyr is going to reduce his move speed to almost nil. In the meantime, Yamich forced to settle for the kill onto Whitemon.
That's really good. That Shadow Realm hit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ana going for the Diffusal. It'll make it even more... Because this is the Ramses. Okay, they're going for Ramses?
Yeah, they're trying. Just never making him feel safe. That's one less camp farmed here for Ramses, one more for Thompson. You know, so it's not like Thompson's being inefficient with his kills either, as GPK picks up one himself onto the Venom.
Ooh, and a Doom on Ana, bottom. This would be huge. Brown Boots Doom killing the Slark.
Not a lot of support here. Ana, he's already lived through half the Doom, but DM is keeping pace with him.
He's fine.
Yeah, seems like he'll be a-okay.
Top tower is under attack.
He's even going to move on to farm the creep wave. It's a smoke in the meantime by T1. Pressure and action all over the map as they look now for the kill onto Ramses. That time they push him out, but the damage from Thompson with the Wrath of Nature perfectly executed by T1.
Nice. No, I was gonna say this is the classic Ramses build. You just you go Midas. Love doing this on most heroes. The Juggernaut on Faceless Void. I guess on Morphling. Like spills Midas. And now you have a Doom Midas and a Morphling Midas, so...
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's the classic recovery Midas, but one thing that Midas allows you to do is, you know, farm much more efficiently, right? You get a lot more gold and experience out of much less. What would otherwise be less? You pair that with a second Midas on your team and a Doom who already has one with Devour, and maybe you can start to see, you know, the tracks being laid for the comeback train, like you're saying for VP.
Yeah, there's potential. There's also potential to just get ran over, right? Because the Slark is going to defusal and your Manta is going to be even later. So we'll see. It's one of those, like, it might work out and it might not work out.
Yeah, for sure. Topson, you know, basically is the lead of that run you over train here with all the onslaughts he's been showing off the brand new Immortal as well for Primal Beast. VP have at least been able to find a couple minutes of farm now on their cores. GPK, one component away here from the BKB. And like you said, Ramses with the Midas is trying to get up that Manta as soon as possible.
Yeah, he's not gonna be fighting at all. So it's basically gonna come down to GPK with Undying and Yamich here to like 3-on-5 basically. Try to take some decent fights. I mean, I'm guessing like Doom is kind of close to BKB, and then you can start helping them. They do have some timings coming up. It's not complete despair yet for them.
They're definitely going to need that Manta, and maybe even another Dispel for Ramses. I mean, you're playing against here this Venomancer, right, who even with Shard is annoying, even with Dispels, but he's eventually going to upgrade his Empty Urn into a Vessel, and that's going to be quite threatening for him. Percentage-based damage, of course, on the ulti and on the talents, so this guy can get really scary here for a Morphling.
Oh, it's something interesting. Whiteman has already picked up a gem.
There's an Orchid. Look at that. Right onto GPK they go. Can they get him here? With the Pulverize, seems almost guaranteed as the Soul Burn damage doing work. They've kept Yamich as well out of the fight as he's trapped inside the Kinetic Field and Static Storm combo. And now they're going to distract Topson here, the Primal Beast, with a yummy little Tombstone.
Oh, but that's really bad. They literally bought the gem at 14 minutes and lost it. Like, Yamich picked up the gem. That's almost 1,000 gold.
It is. Pretty big swing. Is anyone holding it?
No, he just put it in base. Like, they don't want to carry that. Scary.
Okay.
Maybe Doom will carry it later when he finishes BKB.
That's a big deal, right? Because like you're saying, with the Slark, especially on your team, to act as a ward detector, you can just move around the map and basically immediately cut vision from enemies and removing a lot of plays for them to make.
Yeah. Oh, very unfortunate.
Opson's about to get his BKB online here just with this last creep wave. That might be a go time here for T1. Slark still with Diffusal, Falcon Blade, and one component of Ag Scepter. Might not be super eager to fight, but with Topson fronting for him, it should go decently. Although, there eyes onto Topson now. Whiteman's going to keep him at bay with a Static Field. And Topson's going to be able to navigate through the Bramble Maze, so no lasting damage here from VP.
Yeah. And it's not that simple for T1 to just find a fight, you know, like VP are already basically playing on 20% of the map right here.
Right.
They're all sitting around their tier 2 tower mid and Ramses taking Ancients. So, like, what you can do, you can smoke into the Ancients and hope.
Exactly. But what they've really done, I think, surprisingly, is you take a look at the gold graph, and they've kept this line, this 2K lead, pretty stagnant. In fact, now it's starting to slowly creep a little bit more towards even every single time Ramses gets off a Midas and every time DM uses his and Devours. So they're keeping it pretty close, especially after that gem.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's, I mean, DM is earning twice as much gold as a normal hero of the same stuff, right? With his Devour and the Midas. And Ana just keeps pushing in this lane. Okay, they're going for a kill here?
Yeah, he's looking for kills, and with Cuckoo here to assist him, that one's just about guaranteed. But now Ramsey showing up to play here. He's going to go for a kill onto Cuckoo, rooted up by the Brambles. He will fall. Topson as well, being given chase. Forced to use the BKB here. Thinking about going back in, because he's got Ana now to support him. And there's going to be the Pulverize onto the Willow. Also now trapped inside of Ramses. He's not pushed outside here either of the Static Storm, or he is actually out of the Kinetic Field. But he got off already. The shift, turning and fighting, leashed up by the Pounce. And there's going to be the Vessel applied. He might just tick down underneath the tower. He will. In the meantime, GPK is still fighting. Will be able to take down Topson. Leashed up and out of mana. He's easy pickings for Ana.
Go for me.
T1, they're really cleaning up. I was about to ask, you know, it feels really awkward for T1 right now to kind of force an objective, but when it comes to fights, it's really quite easy for them. It looks easy anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if they get a fight going like that, for sure. I don't know if they have to drop the Tombstone. Because I was gonna say the opposite here. Never mind, Ana going for a crazy play. Bottom.
up there, baiting out the War Stomp, so the Dark Pack's a bit early. Kinetic Field, Ramsey sent back as well by the Glimpse. It's going to allow this dive to continue. There goes the Tombstone that we were missing last time. As the Terrorize does hit onto 2, but Ana's already there with the Dispel. Whitemon dives to the tower, but it's Ana who's still fighting 1v1 now. 1v2, Hakoda and DM with the damage up there will get the job done. We'll also get Cuckoo for free, who TP's under the tower, and that's a 3-for-0 trade.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried. That was that does not feel good, because now you're dead, right? You're just clicking around. You see these Midases, and you're not feeling too good.
And here's how that last fight previous to this one kind of kicked off. We're looking for our Tombstone. Yeah, you're right. Tombstone didn't get out. He simply was just doing that one.
No, because that's the point, right? Like, if he actually gets Tombstone off in that fight, I think T1 get wrecked. Like, it's not that easy to run into these type of heroes. Like, just a Doom being AFK with an Undying, then you can get terrorized as well. It's quite scary. Like, you have the entire map, but you can't really farm it that efficiently.
Yeah, these static fights are going to go real well for VP, at least for now, right?
Yeah.
GPK finds 2 on the root, Static Storm, but he BKBs, and that's going to condemn Whitemon. Zephyr as well here is going to be taken down. 2 kills for GPK there on the first usage of the BKB, and he's already halfway towards Maelstrom.
Yeah. So, I mean, VP have definitely, what do you say, like, weathered the storm, so to speak. Right now it's a very evenish game.
Ramsey's and Thompson exchanging. They're contesting for farm, as Thompson's actually going to be the one to get that one. And with the haste rune, I don't really think Ramsey can catch up to him, unless he wants to morph him. Just trying to remove any efficiency. Ana still claiming that top berth here for net worth, but DM, and now GPK not too far behind. Ramsey's still definitely recovering, but he's almost got the ultimate orb now, just another 1,000. He's got full Manta.
Yeah, no, VPR definitely is chilling. They're getting quite decent farm. The items are coming, and T1. I mean, you feel a little stressed, right? Because yeah, you're looking at this Roche, and you were hoping during all that map control you had 5 minutes ago you could have killed it, but it would have been too slow, and that's why they didn't go for it. They don't really have the heroes that like destroy that Roche.
Is that the objective right now to you for T1, or should it be like them looking, you know, to get Roche and start actually taking towers here, you know, bolstered by that Aegis to make sure you can actually get Slark onto towers?
I mean, they definitely want Roche, but no, I don't think that's what they should want to just kill them. Like, that should still be the goal. Maybe if Venomancer went for Wraith Pact, the Spirit Vessel, could have tried to force Roche a bit, or if they hadn't changed Nature's Prophet's talents, so he had those big treants still. But no, they should just try to kill them. Trying to fight.
They're looking for a fight mid. I see Ramses as well with hitting Plague Wards. Whitemon from behind, the pound sets up for the Kinetic Field Static Storm. That's a great jump here, and Thompson's going to go ahead and jump in to finish the job. It's already a 45 fight, and VP scattering. But they're going to turn action. There's going to be a duel on the Thompson. The Glimpse as well is going to be shrugged off by DM. Down goes Thompson, and Ana now is going to be caught by the Terrorize. Into the Bramble Maze he goes, but he's covered by the Shadow Dance, so they can't actually do any damage. A 1-for-1 trade then.
Yeah.
He will stand their ground.
Yeah, they take that for sure.
Sorry, I'm just looking at how Cuckoo is being annoying with these treants, just planting them in the spawn boxes and looking to block all of the Ancients and all the creeps in between.
Yeah. Okay, so now there's no Doom up at least. So you can try thinking about like pushing some lanes and then dive a tower perhaps. You have a lot of plays here for. And Cuckoo just finished. Yeah, he finishes BKB.
Okay.
Quite strong.
And for VP, when do you think that they start, you know, trying to take back control of this game, and when do they become the ones to start making aggressive moves?
That's probably okay. Wait, here we go again.
Oh, the Manta, it's not done yet, and Ana to jump on in. Yep, an easy kill there for T1, who have 4 heroes lingering in the area. Thompson's gonna miss, and that might allow Hakoda to live. That is, unless they were playing against the Disruptor, as he's brought back and killed underneath his own tier 2 tower. And now with 2 heroes dead, T1 are actually starting to siege up.
Yeah, this is nice. Now there's no Doom, so Thompson does not have to be scared.
Radiant's middle tower.
Okay, slight fist dodge, but is that going to be enough? Anna's well into the Shadow Dance he goes. GPK continuing to fight as he's really losing this, and he dies to the right clicks of Cuckoo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the essence shift right there. You don't expect that much damage.
Static Storm as well. No one can escape here. Anna looking for now his 9-stack opponent. Energy is going to be delayed by a second thanks to the Yule Scepter. Shadow Dance now, or sorry, the Bramble coming out. That was almost a kill there. Valorant effort there from Yamich.
Anna had the Depth Shroud over there. So. Now, this looks like a rush. I mean, can they try to? Nah, Doom is still 20 seconds away. 2 years dead. I think they just have to give this up. And now T1 can finally smile again, you know?
Yep. Thompson returning, giving a bit of a shove to his teammates. And Anna here still, of course, with those 78 agility stolen through Essence Shift is going to get through this Roche eventually. And that'll likely be A just for him. It's just an immediate smoke as well by T1. They want to keep their foot on the gas here and make sure that they can close out this game sooner rather than later. Is that a TPN? Cuckoo. Madman. Onto the Undying. He's going to actually block him there with the Sprout, but good damage in from Ramses. Maybe he's overcommitted though. They force tap him away from his team though. Oh, the shift's not enough. He's killed off as he's picked up and pulverized by Thompson, covered by the BKB. They're going to lose the Scepter on the back lines as Cuckoo is finally going to perish for a super aggressive TP on in. Thompson, he might be next as well as he is going to fall. A nice hook stomp as well out from DM. He's going to stun up Anna, who is simply just going to pounce away and out of this fight. Once again, they get Ramses, but it's pretty costly here for T1. That is until at least Anna jumps in a second time around. As well continuing to fight, and with the damage amp, they've actually got a kill here. PK still fighting versus Zephyr, but they still want to go for another kill. They've doomed him here already. This is the second life. He continues to try and get the Essence Shift up, but you lose all your stacks when you die, and he's lost them now a second time, as GPK is going to slide a fist on in for a kill. 4 dead immediately after taking Roche.
Yeah. Oh, he should be fine here on the... Yeah, no, that's not... that's good for VP. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. But they keep fighting. GPK
he's got BKB. He'll be away. Cuckoo can't get in there fast enough for the right-click damage. And Ramsey's back to farming. Now he's got Manta Style. 1,000 gold to the bank. Big ol' Might is about to be used here. Onto the wagon. Not onto the wagon. Okay. There, it's onto the wagon. He just wanted to beat it up a little bit.
Okay, so here we see Cuckoo TPing in. Already is at half HP.
Yeah. Do you like the move from Cuckoo? You think that's the way to start fights? Just go for any fight possible right now?
I think it should be okay.
Go
I don't know what happened with Thompson's BKB. I didn't see. I guess he used it right there very early. So you also have to give credit to VP. Like GPK did that very well. Because I mean, Ramses kind of fed himself away to like keep them there, and GPK didn't hesitate. He just went in and he killed 2 people by himself. And awkwardly, Slark couldn't like really hit him. So like it was really well fought by VP. Like that can turn out completely fine for T1.
Yep.
Like I don't hate the move that he did there.
It's just that I think that when the fights start to go a bit longer, well, it's hard to say that against the Slark, but if Slark's being kited around and controlled very well, then GPK, especially with even more, you know, stacking Sleight of Fist after Sleight of Fist in these fights, getting Maelstrom procs left, right, and center, eventually the damage is going to really start to amp up.
Yeah, I'm also just wondering about the Spirit Vessel and Thundermaster. Like if this was the... Because if they have a Wraith Pact, these fights, it's just... Yeah. I have a feeling like Wraith Pact would have been the better choice here. Also just walking around with 0 charges right now.
Yeah, no, he's got a couple of those, but this game has felt like for T1 a bit of feast or famine. Right now, a bit more famine as their smoke will swing a wide. VP get a whiff of that one and TP away in time.
I mean, let's be honest, like if you had a heat map of this game, like VP and where they're sitting right now, like that's where they're done.
Yeah, that's a good point. And T1 very likely just almost always across the river, at least Thompson. I don't think I've seen him in his jungle once.
No. That's why Cuckoo is picking this hero. Like his team is just on their side and he gets to farm everything back in the base.
Richest shooter in the game right now. Full AC now completed, so the physical damage is going to really begin to amp up. I want to take a look at VP's itemization, though, specifically now onto Ramses, who's still, again, on the recovery train, but already halfway towards that BKB, and Slark makes a really nice target to grab.
Yep. I'm sure you nerf him down a little bit, but at the same time, like Slark, not the highest base stats. So, you know, you gain quite a bit, but Slark doesn't mind as much as some other heroes.
That's true.
Get terrible and stuff.
Okay, Thompson. He's going in for another fight. This is a fight that is under a VP ward, however. It's not going to, of course, convince Thompson to not go in deeper, although eventually he's going to be rebuked.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Finishing Ags on GPK and Doom. Yeah, he just got his Shivas. No, everyone is strong here. Except Ramses yet. I mean, Ramses will get his Ags soon enough.
Again,
enjoying the strong boys.
You look at the gold graph, and it's, I mean, it's still not super as one-sided as T1 has, you know, really played on their type of map. There's a fight breaking out, though, to look at graphs later, but it's Ramses in trouble and just dead. And now DM trying to salvage his fight as he BKBs up, has a Doom, but against 5 is gonna go ahead and save it for the next fight.
Yeah. How did they see him there? I guess he was just walking by the...
I mean, you look at the death summary by Dota2, and you can just see basically all the status effects applied at once. Every single hero there having a hand in killing Ramsey.
VP are going
lock step. Going. Yeah, and that's GPK making an aggressive jump. He's going to burn right through Zephyr. He's looking for more as well, Whiteman, though. He's got a Glimmer Cape, which will make this difficult. Sleight of Fist is not going to avoid the glimpse there. As DM, again, looking for more. Whiteman trying to keep him at bay, but that static field is not going to stop GPK from getting a second pick off.
No, nice smoke, nice smoke. No BKB on Thompson. No Shadow Dance up. You can go 4 and 5. It's fine.
Ramses, though, I mean, he's always the one that has to die at the start of these fights, it's felt like, for VP.
Yeah. I mean, it would be so nice if he could live through this on time.
Yeah, right? Just wants to see the end of the fight, but he's usually the one to be initiated and jumped on here by VP. But really good cleanup duty by the rest of the VP, especially as you say, you know, identifying the lack of a BKB, and then they go on a smoke play. GPK now, by the way, with a full Ag Scepter on Ember Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be fair to Ramses too. Like, after every time he dies, usually VP get a nice fight. Like, that's why they're only down 4k gold. Yeah. Because he's not dying in, like, really dumb spots most of the time. It's like, he's literally outside the space. They're just diving him. Like crazy people.
He's farming right next to his tier 2 tower, and they jump in. I mean, that's the way it is, right? That T1's been playing this game, and I mean, again, like that, my statement is not meant to fault Ramses, but you know, it's been VP who have been responding appropriately. A frustrating game, I'm sure, though. For Ramses.
Oh, okay, Ramses, he had enough now. I think he's changing to getting BKB.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be a nice one. Is there an Ag queued up for Whiteman? There is, but he's still less than halfway there, which for a Disruptor is not nearly fast enough to be of a concern right now for VP, but that'll be on the horizon if this game ends up going late enough.
And very interesting talent is the 20 on Niche's Prophet here, the Sprout Leash. Very good versus Morphling and versus Ember Spirit. Goes through BKB.
You need a 4-staff to get out of that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They only have one. They have one on Undying.
Okay, so he's going to need to be in position, ready to use, which for an Undying is maybe not the hardest task in the world. Thompson, he goes for an onslaught in the mid lane. He's going to be doomed for that. DM looking for the lockdown as GPK joins, and that's just a kill onto Thompson.
Yeah. At the same time, I want to, like, if he's aware of all this stuff, I'm kind of impressed, because they do kill the bottom tower, and he forces out a Doom, and Roche can spawn in 20 seconds. Like, so they might have Doom on cooldown now when Roche spawns. Like, that might be, what would you say, like a Giga Brain play?
Giga Brain, yeah, absolutely. Very wrinkly brain for Thompson. 2 times TI winner, trying to get qualified here. Already T1, of course, sitting pretty good in their groups. 3-3 compared to the 4-4 of VP. T1 still with one more match to play versus Wildcard following this match. Of course, they're going to be...
Oh, they're after Ramses again. He's BKB now, though. There's no
Thompson jump, and a good 4-step's going to break the leash. No more pounces for Anna.
Yeah, I think VP are going to chase this. Like, there's no Thompson.
They got vision here onto Whiteman. GPK unaffected there by the static storm as Ramses picks up the kill, snipes him. The adaptive strike, Cuckoo as well, now BKBing up, and he's going to be on the run. Ramses, of course, doesn't copy the talents, so he's not going to be able to sprout him there, even if he was level 20.
Yeah, and Roche, okay. He'll have to do him up for Roche.
A long one. 80 more seconds until he's up. Cuckoo keeping his treants in the pit just to see as soon as it does spawn up. But yeah, I mean, actually, that might have been a play to have made. I think the somewhat less connected jump top lane onto Ramses is a little bit unfortunate as an immediate follow-up there from T1.
Yeah, no, it's very impatient. They have to wait for Thompson to either respawn or almost have respawn. It's funny, I just saw a GPK dewarding here with a gem, and that gem has a long history in this game. Goes back over 20 minutes when they picked it up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, we don't have a heat map, but, you know, just even where Ramses was farming, you know, he wouldn't have dared to venture that far 10, 20 minutes ago either. So the state of the game is shifting. You can see VP moving more with much more confidence, at least still on their side of the map, with the gem up as well here, to be in a pretty good position to finally regain some semblance of map control.
I mean, at least now they can definitely contest Roche. Like, that's for sure. There was a long period of time where, like, if T-Bomb wanted to do Roche, they could have. But, like, if they had like different items. Okay, they're gonna smoke up here.
And GPK now with the full upgraded Glypnir, so keep a lookout for that one as some way to control through Depth Shroud, to control through Shadow Dance. Look on smoke action here. T1, they're gonna go right down the mid lane and sneak into the enemy triangle, while VP at the same time are moving into the enemy jungle. So the classic high ground swap.
Yeah, okay, so they'll see this courier, so they'll... Yeah, they see where it's going, so they know. Yeah, but now not both know. Now they see them dewarding. Alright. But this is awkward though, because the mid lane is pushed in. So I think, yeah, Yamich sees this, he wants to cut the wave. No, they won't get it. Yeah, because now when you're VP, you're feeling a little awkward.
Is it just because of the lane equilibrium where it's at?
Yeah.
And that's an advantage that T1's seemingly always going to have, right? With Wrath of Nature just passively pushing lanes. Not to mention Cuckoo can just TP in and do it himself.
It's like, what are you doing now with VP? You're just standing there.
Yeah. And it's an ominous wave as well. 2 wagons on the creeps. The GPK is sent back by the Glimpse. Big ol' Sleight of Fist, though, means he's going to be able to avoid it. And has a Remnant to rejoin the rest of his team if necessary. T1, maybe they'll go hunting for our Remnants here. Not likely to find it, at least not without...
Hey, they saw who could TP the bottom. Just TPing 15 seconds. Big Barriers backdooring the mid tower.
Out. Roche has respawned, of course, second Roche with Aegis and now Egg Shard. Game coming to a bit of a standstill here. Feels like very tense, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's not easy right now. Like, how you go?
Yeah, I've really got to commend GPK. He's been the one that they've been sending around the map here, really going through these TP scrolls at quite the rates, but even the lanes at least decently pushed out, which is, I believe, high marks deserved for him against Nature's Prophet. Not an easy task, especially without bots.
Oh, for sure. You want Mike go for this tower? Okay, second smoker by VP.
Yep, and Anna's got a Basher now at the ready. It's still on the courier though, so it's not here. Keep your eyes on that mini-map there, as the courier moving next to the Dire tier 2 tower is his. If VP managed to intercept it, that'd be a pretty big swing in their favor.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're going to see it. They're going to see the courier. Oh, it's got Basher on it. Is Ramses going to wait for him after it? No, they forced that. Oh, with the clip. Okay. Anna was standing still, microwaving the courier, but he's going to get the Basher delivered in one piece.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how you can do these fights here. Because, okay, they get the tower, because if you... Both teams have buyback on a lot of heroes. So, like, if you run into the... Because each team is on the other side of the map, right? And then you can just... yeah, you can do like an 8-on-5 fight with buybacks and TP and Shrine. Maybe just hitting high ground. Half HP on the tower. Lining up.
Nice Dispel. Of course, you cannot block Gleipnir or any other AoE abilities with the Lincolns.
Because look at this Venomancer, right? I feel like he can just run in and start placing Plague Wards. If they commit too much to kill him, he can buy back. I mean, but at the same time, maybe you don't want to risk it. Like, it's really hard to know if it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, just to show you how long we've been in the state of the game, this ward planted by Hakoda here on the Dire cliff is already at half duration. They've been just camping this ward, but now maybe it'll kick off. The power rune's a bit of a boring one. It's only the illusion rune, but now they're in here onto top. So Lincoln's off the Lincoln's, and I think it's going to block the Doom. There goes the Poison Nova. Anna as well jumping around the fight, but Zephyr's going to be the first to fall. Has buyback here, and is going to commit it. Ramsey's stuck inside of the Static Storm, but he's going to eat through now. Whitemon, who does not have the buyback, in T1, I think they're going to make the call to abandon this team fight. Over on the other side of the river, Thompson is going to perish there before he can complete the pulverize onto DM. What's going on back over here? Ana is attempted to get caught, but is going to be able to pounce out in time.
Yeah, and he bought back on Zephyr here. Should she just buy a Wraith Pact through this Aeon Disc?
Just camping in the mid wave right now.
He already had Refresher and Doom, no?
And now Ramsey, by the way, does have full BKB, as well as Ag. Scepter's got a Manta to dispel that, and he actually finds himself outside of the crowd to make the jump to terrorize. Cuckoo is dead, and next up is Zephyr. That's a dieback. GPK with both of those kills. VP, for the first time in what feels like out of the laning stage, have finally shifted the net worth lead here. They lead by 2K.
Oh, I didn't see that that coming, that TP in. Like, I guess they thought they were somewhere else. That was quite strange.
I'm not sure, yeah. It's always easier for us to see, right, with having true sight on both sides, but, you know, as to what Cuckoo was seeing there, we'll have to check the replay to be sure. They do scout Ana moving on through, so he's going to be zoned away from the pit. By the looks of things, especially with Tombstone committed, VP are going to be able to get their hands on this second Aegis.
No. So now, we might finally, for the first time in the game, see VP be the ones trying to kill people, smoking after.
Has fallen to the
That seems to be very likely. I mean, GPK has had an absolute monster of a game, hasn't he? Look how farmed he is. Gleipnir already the refresher. He's holding on to the gem. That's not theirs, by the way. That's owned by Whitemon.
I feel bad for him still. Imagine buying a gem at 13 minutes and you lose it in 20 seconds. You have the grandiose plans. You're gonna devour the entire map for minutes on end.
Yeah, you're going to camp on the any side of the map. If once their support tries to go and plant a ward, you kill them and start a fight. You know, always keep chain killing them. But fortunately, that's the way this game was meant to be here for T1. As they find themselves now, finally, we see Topson hitting his own jungle camps. I think it's the first time he's even seen him this time. This game.
Okay, we have the Sprout leashes. Everyone kind of has what they want right now, so. I mean, obviously Disruptor would probably like to have Ags, but since you try Disruptor, you can't.
Dire's top tower.
You could be hopeful.
Yeah, exactly.
You usually don't get to be rich, unfortunately, on that hero.
Dire's top
DD
tower.
Morphling here. Might just hit Tiger on this.
Not a very long-lasting.
The Ana is hitting back, and they have Fury.
Ember has 2 Sleight of Fist charges here, by the way, as he's going to go back and get the BOTs online. A lot more damage he's able to output in these fights.
He's just going for Zephyr in the base.
Yep, and he's just going to kill Zephyr beyond God. Like 17, 3 and 6 now, as he's going to refresh and be glimpsed back. Perfect timing there on the Remnant. I believe if he's trapped there, he's going to have to BKB. No, even BKB. I don't think he can out with the Sprout Leash. Perfect timing.
Oh, he had BKB. Oh, he has Refresher too. Oh my God, everyone has Refresher.
Yeah, he is farmed. But I mean, it's been incredible. VP, for how difficult their early game was, they managed to find what little farm that they had. They've distributed it well, and they farmed it incredibly efficiently. Of course, the Doom can do that just from off of Doom, but as well as this Midas, like, I think it was really instrumental to Ramsey's being able to have a relevant late game here.
No, yeah, like, that's hard to say. Like, maybe a Manta would have been similar, like, if you didn't go for the Midas. It's hard to, like, the Doom, definitely Midas was correct. You can't be sure on the Morphling. But, I mean, it's obviously been fine. And I mean, they have played this game, like what they had to do. Like, they basically had to sit in their base and hope, like, that T1 would take, like, slightly bad fights where they have a chance to counter initiate. And that's what they've done.
Now, T1 are the ones that find themselves just kind of trapped in their base. Kuka's going to go for a smoke out and cut a wave top. He will smoke behind the Morphling. That's a tier 2 mid taken.
Yeah, now team fighting now is extremely difficult with Aegis up, 2 refreshers, 25 Ember. It's just, it's very difficult to fight.
That Aegis is still online here for Ramses for another 2 minutes, so got a lot of time to play with it. A VP, they're going hunting bottom. Smoke's gonna break. DM, he's got the Shiva's Vision, and they're gonna scout Ana. He's got, however, the Lincoln Sphere. Yamich could not get in time, could not break it with the Lincolns in time, so no chance to get off a Doom. And he's gonna BKB and safely escape. 3 moments for T1, though. Again, 20 minutes ago even, they were not the ones running from fights.
This level 26 Ember is a big problem. That do so much.
He's big. He's got lots of remnants. He's got the shard as well. So anytime he gets a kill, it means he's refreshing his remnants. And when he uses refresher, he gets all 5 returned to him. Trying to catch him is going to be rather difficult because Ana, his pounce is blocked there. My DM forces out the Depth Shroud. Is there a way where you see Cuckoo kind of just split pushing a little bit too much for VP to deal with? Could that be a path now for T1 back in?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what they have to try to do, right? Obviously, it's quite annoying, right? There's an Ember Spirit with Gem.
What did he just sell there? I just saw it in my inventory, but my short-term memory is awful. Either way, he bought a Scythe of Vice. That's brand new, and he's bought out for it.
Yeah. How much on the Aegis? For 40 seconds.
So it's going to need to be someone else other than Ramsey. They look to jump, and they are going to make the play. Dual Scepter here is going to buy a lot of time, though, for the Willow as he tanks into the Static Storm, and DM now is going to find the Doom and the kill onto Thompson. He's going to buy back, though. The Doom is actually onto Cuckoo, pardon me. As jumping around the fight is GPK trying to find a target. They go now onto Zephyr, but this fight is completely all over the place now for T1. They do finally get through DM. But now still fighting 1v1 is Ana and Ramses, the Basher, doing a little bit of work here as Ramses will wait for him in a second, but he's going to be able to get off and into the river. In the meantime, Thompson is going to end up going down. Sorry, gets a double kill even onto GPK. That's a lot of money for him. And over in the river, they're going to be able to get through Ramses, and T1, they're winning the fight here. Thompson, though, falling quite low. BKB up for GPK on the buyback, trying to get through Ana, but he leaps up to the high ground. The gem lingering there allows GPK to jump right back on and after him. His DM who's popped back is still cleaning up as well. Ramses with the buyback, getting the kill onto Thompson. Ana, a little bit too slippery it seems right now for GPK to catch him. Even with all those remnants, is going to have to give this one up. But that was a mega fight.
Yeah, no, this is a toss-down game, and I don't know. It's very confusing right now because no one's buyback.
Yeah. Fight was just absolutely all over the place as well.
No, I guess, I mean, no. Honestly, this is the honest. Like, T1, that was huge for them. Like, if VP don't manage to get any racks here, T1 should be ecstatic.
Ana still has himself the Shadow Dance. Charlin 35 and a pounce away in 1 second. Ramses is going to actually morph up on into him. They're trying to catch him. He's getting caught there by the Bramble. The Terrorize, I think, just missed. Leashed up over by the Stolen Pounce. He's going to be killed.
Oh, no.
Ramses catches his mark.
Oh, that couldn't happen. Hey, no, this is huge for VP, though. No buyback on Thompson. Ana has buyback, but they should definitely... think at least about hitting high ground. I guess it's scary now too. You don't have buyback on Doom. You don't have buyback on Morphling.
No, you don't.
And not an Ember Spirit either. Damn.
Nope.
It sucks that Ana died there for them.
Dire's structures are
Give it a big moment, but VP at least they do strike back. They're persistent in their pursuits there, and they're rewarded with a big kill onto Ana. Ramses now with 2 low from Jungle, but he's going to be hexed up, stuck on the high ground, gets a Force Staff on back. DM as well now, making the jump on a White Mount. The Force Staff's not going to see him to safety, further away from his allies. As GPK and BKB down. There's a Doom as well now onto Cuckoo. He's trying to make it into the base, but GPK is going to get right on top of him. Scepter's going to buy back. The Doom doing good work. The Yule Scepter, as Ana's going to buy back now on top of GPK.
No
buyback. He's dead for 2 minutes. No buyback. Whitemon is eventually going to die here. Yamich likely to lose his life for it, though, as Ana jumps back on in. Whitemon as well, buying back almost instantly, and Yamich is taken down. Cuckoo as well, holding back the rest of VP, who are hoping to make a clean getaway. Not the case here, as both supports and the Ember are going to take a dive.
Okay. We have buybacks on both supports, though, I think, yeah. But, so they know Roach can start spawning in 30 seconds.
Illusion.
Let's see what they decide to do here.
Of that time, basically down to a T. But a nice back and forth game we've got here. No buyback on GPK. T1, they've only got buyback now on Cuckoo. Everyone else has already used it.
Jax, would you say we find
Buyback for Ramses either?
He's like this, when this Roach spawns is huge. Like if they get an early Roach spawn, that can...
See? T1, of course, they can continue sieging because they've got trains back in the pit. Force out the last buyback that VP had. Only one person with buyback now in the game. It's Cuckoo. It's a quick Roche, about 10 seconds. We'll see. What do you think T1's going to do? Are they going to move and immediately take Roche?
They seem like very eager to push high ground. I don't know. I wouldn't go for the Roche.
Okay. They know Roche is up now. They're going to see him with the Treants. Push continues for now. VP standing very far behind, back behind their tier 4 towers. They've had basically 14 minutes of Thompson just straight up onslaughting them. They know very well that he's just going to do it again if he pleases. And now the calls for Roche.
No, because VP they were just waiting for that double doom. They go.
Double Doom, double scythe as well now. Game's found that much fun in this game, but even if he has 2 of them, they're going to have 2 lives here, likely for Ana, I imagine.
Okay, so there's an axe in the rush. Will he talk to get that? Or will they get... Oh, maybe this Whitemon. Okay.
Whitemon. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, this is interesting, because especially during nighttime here with Slark night vision, and you have this Disruptor they might just be able to kill one of these Refresher guys. Like, if you can kill a hero with Refresher BKB before he gets to use anything, that's huge.
Absolutely. Yeah, Slark, one of the few heroes in the game with the same day and night vision, full day night vision. Very strong for him, as you say, in some niche interactions like this. Same thing could be said, right? Zephyr maybe gets a couple Plague Wards in some sneaky spots that aren't scouted by VP. The vision game for them is pretty strong overall.
Has been killed.
And they kill a Courier. That had only the quarterstaff on it, or Ramses.
Okay. Now still going high ground is not that easy. It's not. But okay, so let me see here. Whitemon, does he have his dagger? Yeah, so they know there are no buybacks on the 40 heroes.
Oh, here they go. What's the condition here? Just get like you say, a static storm onto one of these Refresher heroes?
Yeah.
Without pre-BKB?
Exactly. So if you can Hex with the Cuckoo and then you just blink in and drop the static storm, you can even just dive their base.
Looks like that's something that T1 might want to do. Ramses showing down bottom. There they go with the link on in. Kinetic field as well is going to catch him. He did not get off the ship either. He's almost full edge. In goes Thompson and down goes Ramses. The backlines though are being doomed now. Cuckoo as well as, well, just Cuckoo is actually the one that's doomed. But Hakoda being pushed back by Thompson. They get through GPK and now T1 up 2 cores here. DM doing what he can here on these backliners, but he is as well going to be the 3rd to fall and GG is called VP. They get the execution they need there. They catch the Morphling, and it's going to be a game 1 victory for them.
Very cool.
Victory!